Okay, world or life or existence is a funny thing. A funny thing. I just uploaded the last video, and of course, my YouTube algorithm caught up on. It's not even my main YouTube channel, but somehow this video found its way to me. That yeah, don't do nothing by Jordan Peterson. This guy actually fucking understands what he's talking about. Most people kind of pretend what they actually are talking about, but this guy actually fucking feels it. And the funny thing is that not only uh, not only I'm kind of tempted to boost my own kind of let's say authority or kind of self-image and status, tying myself to this kind of guy or something, but I genuinely kind of find his analysis kind of interesting because he said something about creativity in one of his seminars or whatever, and was about creativity is literally you cannot exist without creativity. Is your oxygen, and this was quite true. Like I remember there was this stretch of time in my life that I even make a kind of a meta joke for myself that for 9 months I didn't write anything, no poem, no nothing, and I was literally metamorphosizing into the socially acceptable human being that was someone else. It was getting a lot of attention, a lot of praise, a lot of social cues, a lot of whatever, because that person wanted to fit in. And it actually did work. I remember for whatever reason, all of the this was my bachelor's first year of my bachelor's. I attracted a lot of like pretty girls in the university and everything, and everyone was just begging to be in my presence. But I felt a disconnect even then, and I remember like some of these girls would go on my Instagram or something and read my old poems, and they were like fascinated by it, and they acknowledged it, and they were like, "Wow, you write quite well. You do this, that, and the third." And I said jokingly, of course, you wouldn't want to meet whoever wrote those. And they were like, no, we like you, we whatever, we adore you and stuff like that. And I said, no, it's a different person that you're seeing who's written those. And they were so adamant about it. No, right, keep writing. This is part of you. We accept whoever you are, and holistically. And I said, okay. I started writing, and because it was literally a 9 month, um, let's say, buried deep uh, words I hadn't written, it turned out to be quite the poem, and they of course loved it. And the fucking poem itself was about the process of like writing a poem, that you admire this beautiful poem it is, but every like word is literally agony reflected into actually kind of a beautiful flower you cherish. But the flower itself is literally uh, finds its roots and the fucking seeds in agony and suffering, and just it's just ugly. And of course, the funny thing is, my university published that poem and the piece itself as the most kind of elaborate piece of literature of the year or something. And it contributed to the meta form of, yeah, I'm literally fucking suffering and fucking uh, reflecting it in actual like written form. And the funny thing is, the written form is being more appreciated emphasizing my own actual fucking whole process of writing it. So that turned out to be quote unquote a success, and it got me more adoration, more fucking acceptance, and more fucking dick riders, and both metaphorically and the kind of in actuality of things. But the thing is that after that, I started, of course, metamorphosizing back to the writer boy, the fucking person who would actually write those. And that meant I lost all of the relationships, I lost all of the admiration because I became myself again, became the piece of me that would write. And this kind of caught my eye that I've been bouncing back and forth between who I am and who I want to be. And there is this immense disconnect between who I want to be and who I am. On top of that, I realize I want to be who I am, getting what what the person would get if it wasn't me. So to make it make sense is that I want to get things for who I am without losing who I am. But the essence of it is that who I am is not even like um function functioning enough, or like um let's say in the same wavelength of what I want. But the funny thing is that this disconnect leads me to my analysis of this fucking video I saw just now. That of course everyone is gonna say, "Oh, that's me. That's totally me," because on subconscious level, everyone wants to be connected to someone of perceived high value, like fucking Jordan Peterson or whatever. And but like for instance, he literally said, for instance, you want an if you so the video was do not do nothing, right? And he said doing nothing means you don't have the cause. I'm paraphrasing, by the way. Cause to lead to the effects you want. For instance, you want an intimate partner, okay? And that's everyone else wants. Unless the fucking unless caught my attention, that unless you're some fucking random, I put it loosely, genius or creative soul or whatever he said, like Leonardo da Vinci or whatever, and that's life is not even meant for you, which opens another can of worms. But that reminded me of like whenever I actually stayed true to myself and was actually this kind of fucking just I love writing and I don't give a shit about people kind of attitude. But at the same time, I want to inspire people with my writing and with my understanding of people. There's a disconnect here that what the actual fuck I want, because I enjoy writing, I enjoy making content and like making kind of awareness of how to help people, how to whatever, but at the same time, I actually don't want to be involved in any of the process. I just want to map out the way and keep kind of perfection. What they call it, améliorer in French. I don't remember the English part. Uh, um, yeah, perfectionating, if that's a word. The blueprint itself. My love is the blueprint itself, not the actual people who use the blueprint. Although it is ridiculous because the blueprint is for the people, but I don't even fucking care about the use of the blueprint. I just want to give out the best recipe, the best fucking blueprint of improving lives. I don't give a shit if anyone uses it or not. But the mere fact that I'm actually doing that is literally highly kind of closely tied to actually use of it, because if you literally are producing the blueprint of life improvement and no one uses that, by default the blueprint is useless. So you see, like, there is this vast disconnect here. But one thing that he also mentioned was that that's like Leonardo da Vinci or whatever the fuck, that's 1 in a billion. And this fascinates me because what I always been obsessed with is that I have always felt like 1 in a billion, but my actual results literally shows another 1 in a billion. That's just an ordinary Joe. Sure, you could say, okay, I got like degrees, I got fucking whatever, but in actuality, in my results, I'm not fucking billionaire. Last time I checked, I'm not fucking famous. I'm not like fucking whatever the external results kind of reflect. Sure, you could literally write me off as another fucking Kafka, another fucking whoever, but the other disconnect is that I don't fucking admire Kafka or whoever the fuck who died nameless. My only kind of comparison that I have and I have had for a long time for myself is fucking Dostoevsky, that he was acknowledged for his writing, although not to the extent of post-mortem, but he still was. Because how I see things is excellence doesn't need any proof. Excellence is proof of itself. And if you're excellent enough, if you are good enough, pretty sensitive kind of sentence for psychologists these days, but if you're actually good enough, the excellence is gonna attract whatever, and it's gonna conform all other like circumstances, timing, fucking connections, chances, whatever, into your favor. Because a diamond in a fucking sea is gonna shine. It's gonna attract a fish. A diamond under the fucking ground, it's gonna be discovered someday. A diamond is a fucking diamond. You know, like, if anyone sees a diamond and says this is shit, it's literally doesn't exist, because diamond, both with value and with shape, has an attractive kind of sense to it that speaks to anyone in any language, in any kind of shape or form, you know. So that's my core belief, that because I've let's say experienced that kind of life of disconnect, that disconnect from myself, that got all the adoration, all the fucking whatever, but that wasn't me who I got those. That I don't even fucking recognize that me. Even when I look at my old messages of even talking to other people in those 9 months, I don't recognize that person. Who the fuck is this? Like, or even meeting those people that I met in those 9 months. I spent 9 months with someone that after like years, and we didn't end up like on a very kind of hostile thing. We just went our separate ways, and she kept trying to get back in touch with me and stuff like that, but I was just busy. And the funny thing is, I met her like after a couple of years, and we just had like a little bit of like 5 to 10 minutes talk, and she was disgusted to the extent that how could she literally spend 9 months of her life, and even in her kind of own words, it was like the highlight reel of her life, with such a person that she literally was disgusted by for the 5 to 10 minutes of actually talking to him. You know, that's how much of a difference the 9 months me versus what I perceive to be actual me had. And this is like very troubling, because sure, the 9 months me without writing, without expressing himself, without actually living, got everything that the actual fucking others, as Jordan Peterson said in that fucking video, get. They get a good partner, they get the adoration, they get admiration, whatever the fuck, but that's not me. So, do I get something for someone who is not me and appreciate the things this stranger got? Or do I try to get things for me and I'm not getting it because this me doesn't get those? That's like the point blank period point of the whole conversation. And I just don't know. The offshot of the whole fucking thing is, sure, I'm another fucking, let's say, Leonardo DiCaprio, as he fucking said, 1 in a billion. But this 1 in a billion being is literally just less than actual, like, has no value because you're literally just banking on postmortem kind of recognition of who you were as who you actually was, and you wouldn't even fucking see it and enjoy it. Why not have it both? Why not be a fucking Dostoevsky, that you are such a like brilliant force of nature that you at least are recognized bare minimum for who you are while you are alive, and then you are fucking praised to the fucking oblivion for it. But yeah, what do I fucking know? I'm just another 1 in a billion. But yeah, like who gives a shit? But yeah.